Hey everybody, I'm Brian from BrianKeaneFitness.com, qualified personal trainer and nutritionist. Are you eating healthy but still not losing body fat? If that's you, these could be the reasons why. So if you're eating really healthy but you're still not losing body fat, check if you're tracking what you're eating. Even if you're eating a lot of healthy food, you still may be consuming too many calories, which means you're not going to be able to lose body fat. When it comes to weight loss or fat loss, too many calories are too many calories, whether that's from chicken and broccoli or from pizza and chocolate. Now, I'm not comparing the two. One is extremely nutrient dense, the other is very devoid of nutrients.
Why, God, why?
But in the context of too many calories being too many calories, not supporting fat loss, you need to look at your overall calorie intake. So track what you're eating, either with a food diary or an app like MyFitnessPal, and get a gauge for your calorie intake each day. Point number 2, if you're eating healthy but not losing fat, look to see if you're eating enough protein in your meals. So protein, on top of being something that's going to help you repair from workouts if you're following a training regimen, it can also make you feel really satiated through the day. And it's also quite hard to overeat in comparison to carbohydrates, and they're the same kilocalories per gram. But it's a lot harder to overeat protein when compared to carbohydrate. So look at your protein intake. Are you including good quality protein in your major meals? Some eggs at breakfast or some whey protein, some cottage cheese for lunch, chicken, salmon, steak, or some combination of plant-based meals like beans and legumes if you're following a more vegan or plant-based diet. So look at your protein intake at your major meals. Reason 3, if you're eating healthy and not losing body fat, check to see if you're doing resistance training. So when you're trying to lose body fat, it makes a lot of sense to either increase your step count, trying to hit your 10,000 a day steps, or increase your cardiovascular activity, i.e. running, cycling, swimming, whatever you enjoy. But that's not to say that you shouldn't focus on your weight training or resistance training, because that can give you another string to your bow when it comes to losing body fat. What resistance training does is it allows you to tear down more muscle fibers during the workout, so you need to burn more calories as your metabolism elevates in order to repair from that workout. True, cardio will burn more calories during the actual session, i.e. cardio will burn more calories per hour versus an hour of weight training, all other things considered, but weight training will elevate your metabolism so you burn more calories while you rest. And not only will that support body compositional change, i.e. you'll look better, but it will also help you burn more calories throughout the day as your metabolism rises. Point number 4 is you're overeating unhealthy food. And I touched on this already in point 1, so I'm not going to flog a dead horse, but too many calories are too many calories, whether it's from healthy food, quote unquote healthy food, or quote unquote unhealthy food. So look at your overall calorie intake, because a surplus is going to lead to weight gain. And if you're not in a calorie deficit, you're not going to be able to tap into those fat stores on your body. So look at your food options, and if you're still making really good food choices, but you're eating too many calories, that's not going to support your fat loss goal. Point number 5, you're doing some form of cardio. Now, I've already mentioned resistance training, and it's important when it comes to your metabolic rate and helping you burn more calories throughout the day, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be doing some form of cardio. There's a misconception out there that cardio burns body fat. Cardio doesn't burn body fat. Cardio burns calories, and burning more calories can support a calorie deficit, and that's what helps you reduce body fat. So having some form of cardio that you enjoy in your plan is going to be very helpful with your fat loss goal. Now, what you choose is largely down to you and your personal preference. My professional opinion is that you do something you enjoy, whether that's focusing on your 10,000 a day step count. If you enjoy running, you should run more. If you enjoy cycling, you should cycle more. Or get a little bit creative. Do you enjoy climbing or hiking? Find some form of cardio that you can enjoy and you can stick to, and that's going to be very helpful and sustainable when it comes to hitting your fat loss goal. And then the final point, if you're eating healthy but still not losing body fat, is look at your sleep. Sleep plays a massive role in your ability to stick to a nutritional plan, in terms of increasing your willpower, and in terms of just making you feel better throughout the day, so it doesn't feel like a hard slog when you reduce your calorie intake to get into a deficit. Now, I'm not saying focusing on the quantity of sleep. Quantity is going to vary greatly person to person. Some people need 7 hours, some people need 8, some people need 9 hours plus. So test what works. How do you feel after 7 hours? How do you feel after 8 hours? How do you feel after 9 hours? What you might find is that there's a sweet spot in the middle. For example, you get 7.5 hours and you feel better than when you get 9 hours. Because your sleep requirements are so individual to you, you have to experiment with what's going to work for you going forward. So although it doesn't play a first-hand role in terms of fat metabolism or lipolysis, what it does do is it plays a secondary role in your lifestyle choices. So you won't be tired reaching for sugary foods or stimulated drinks that can have have a poor effect on your quality of sleep that night. Or you're not going to have reduced willpower because you had a poor night's sleep and you're reaching for biscuits and cake at lunchtime just because you're tired. So focus on your sleep quality. So there you have it, 6 reasons why you might be eating healthy but still not losing body fat. So if you enjoyed today's video and got some value from it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe for videos coming every single week.